Pull up the pull up the thingy that I sent you. Oh, child. No wonder you need glasses.
Thank you.
Everybody. Well, I'm loud. I like that though. I'm sorry about that. We are NadjNjea here right now, and we'd like to welcome you formally
Welcome, welcome.
to TAHIRA's video release for her incredible song, Freedom Call. It was written by TAHIRA, produced by Darnell Miller.
She gathered all of these lovely artists to participate in this wonderful song.
And
Delaware Artists for Change.
Delaware Artists
Give
for
it up Delaware
Change.
Artists for Change.
so thank you guys for coming out and participating in this absolutely incredible venue, this historical place. I mean, I don't even know a fraction of the amount of history. Maybe someone would want to talk about that at some point before the night's over. But, you know, shout out to TAHIRA for picking this place because it's a perfect place to do this event, you know? But we wanted to start by talking about the song itself and kind of, you know, the inception. So the first question I have is for, obviously, you, TAHIRA. Can you take us back to the exact moment when you started this song and talk about it?
All right, so my guitar teacher down here, Darnell Miller, gave me some chord progressions to work on my guitar. And immediately what came to mind is the lines, those that came before us watch us now. And they knew we'd get over somehow. So go back to June 2020. We all know what everything was like. And folks in the street, we were uprising. And I wanted to be clear that even in my angst, even in all the things I was feeling, that those who came before us have already paved the way. I'm always reminded, my ancestors are always telling me, whatever you're facing, we've done it. And we've overcome it with grace and dignity. So those who came before us watch us now. They knew we'd get over it somehow. And then I was like, okay, I'll put that over there. You know, some songs take like 4 years to write, right, Donna? Some songs take a few minutes. And a few hours later, and I was journaling, literally, I believe God speaks to me in my journal, was like, no, go back to that, finish that. The time is now for that. And I stayed up and it just came forth. And then I sent it on audio to my teacher.
Wait, real quick.
Yeah.
How much time passed between when you first started working on the chords and when you're like, I'm gonna send this to Darnell?
Probably 48 hours.
Okay.
Yep. Sometimes it be like that, right? And sometimes it don't. It was like that. Yeah. It wouldn't let me rest. It wouldn't let me rest. It would not let me rest.
Excuse me. I just ask, out of respect for TAHIRA, if we could just lighten the conversation a bit. Thank you.
Thank you, Nadja. So yeah, it came forth in like 48 hours, and it was just marinating, and it poured forth like with ease. And then I audio recorded the changes on the guitar and the entire song and hook, except the bridge. I have trouble with the bridge. I had a little trouble with the bridge. And I sent it to him, and I kept checking my phone throughout the night to see if he would respond. And when he didn't respond, I was in my feelings. Yeah. And I went back to my journal, and I was like, he must don't like it. And it probably wasn't a good song. I should spend more time on it.
I think every artist has been that way.
Yeah.
So I don't know if you want to pick it up from there, Darnell, because something did come within. I was really, really in my feelings, and then something magical came from him.
Okay. Well, you know, she sent me the, well, you know, this was quarantine. This was like in the middle of quarantine, and I wasn't even living at home. I had actually, for the quarantine, I moved in with my mother, so I just wanted to be close to family. And I'd set up shop, like, you know, a little recording studio in a bedroom. But I wasn't really in a creative space. I was just busy. I was like mixing this, editing that. And and I was teaching. So at the time, we were doing Zoom lessons. And so she sent me this voicemail, and thinking about it now, the only way I couldn't respond with words. We're both night owls. Me and TAHIRA, we get, I'll send her something 2 a.m. I know she's gonna, we're night owls. So she knows that we're both nocturnal creatures. And she sent me this voicemail, and honestly, there was no way I could respond with any words. So it's like as soon as I heard it, I heard the whole song in my head, and I got up, walked to the computer, and just did a fully produced demo. And my response to her was that demo.
Wow. Give it up for Darnell, y'all. Give it up for Darnell.
And that took about, you said that was 48 hours. To do that demo took about an hour and a half. Wow. All the harmonies, all the
really
instruments.
Fast.
Yeah. Yeah, when it's like she said, it was flowing through her, and I think that current just kind of hit me, and it just kept flowing. Wow.
So you send her the song, and you get it back, and what was your very first thought?
I cried because it was exactly like when the drum line, he did the layers of the voice, I cried. And then I had this vision of many voices, like sort of like We Are the World kind of thing. And I wanted it to happen right now. It was just a few days before Juneteenth. I was like, can we get it out by Juneteenth? He's like, no. Slow down.
Because we're the problem.
Because we saw all of these people, and I said, I'm going to leave it to you because your voice, he's a masterful at voice. I said, I'm going to leave it to you. Whoever you say is fine. You know how I work, and you know the kind of people I like to work with. There's only one thing that I don't compromise on.
Right.
You must have Donna Tucker Jones on this song.
That was the non-negotiable.
That was non-negotiable. The rest of it, you let me know. You let me know. And I said, I want to sort of, We Are the World, and he started mentioning names, and all you beautiful people up here were top of the list.
I think it was just about who, like I didn't know what anyone was going to do.
In the middle of quarantine.
I was just like, but I know that.
In the middle of the pandemic.
I know that these voices could possibly work together. I know that me and Jay sound similar. I knew it could work. I knew I wanted somebody that had a Whitney type of feel. That was Nikki. I knew I wanted someone that could make you feel it. That was Donna. I knew I needed someone that could elevate it at the end. That was NadjNjea. Like I knew, I just didn't know what or how till we actually got in the studio. Wow. And I was like, okay, well, you could do this. So it kind of, and Jahidi was really just a fluke. Because I was like, we have to have Jahidi on this song.
Give it up for Jahidi.
Remember, that's the first thing I said. I was like, we need Jahidi on this song. Yeah. It was like, okay, where are we going to put him on this song?
Wait a minute now.
Oh, no.
Come on, Naj.
Jahidi, I love this song in its entirety because you can feel every moment of it. Every voice brings it together because it shows you there are so many different personalities and so many talented people out there that you could bring together to unite the song. But baby, let me tell you something.
Say it.
When I heard Ja, I felt, and we joked about this on our show. I literally
20 minutes
felt
straight about this.
The ancestors,
exactly,
like yelling, screaming, rise up,
yes.
Like
it was crazy.
It came from. He said it with his chest. Okay.
I literally can't think of any other person, period, ever.
Yeah.
Like there's no other person.
Yeah.
And isn't that crazy?
Literally.
Listen, the minute he started singing, I remember looking at Ish like. Okay.
Right.
Oh, okay.
That's my great grandpa right there. He's telling me.
It was insane. I was like, that's it.
Yes.
I was like, that's it. Yeah.
But every voice, literally, I think I sang directly after Miss Donna. Yeah. Mm-hmm. And it felt like I was singing in church, going back and forth. Yeah. And then I also sang directly with Nikki. Yes. And it felt like I was singing with my sister because we were going, it was like back and forth. And then, of course, you got Maya. who gives us that calm, serene, comforting feeling.
Yo.
And then this guy over here.
Annoyance.
No, but the soul came out of Jay.
Yes.
Like between you, yes, the soul came out of the two of you, and it just felt like family, you know? So tell us about when you guys were in the studio together, what it was like during COVID and coming together for, you know, one purpose and how it felt.
I mean, NadjNjea could probably, TAHIRA could probably, I don't know if there was any, like, anxiousness or anxiety. You know, there was a little bit.
Yeah.
There was a certain amount.
Yeah.
And
June 2020.
this is right in the midst of, you know, and I have to shout out Ish. He's, you know, an amazing engineer, and, you know, like, he would say, you should maybe try this. And he's amazing. He's just amazing. And he kept everything, like, safe, and you know what I mean? That was the thing. He worked very hard at making sure everybody was safe and comfortable. If there's too many people in here, maybe you can go out there, you know. But the energy in the room was pretty good, you know.
Well, first of all, as you know, we were in the midst of the pandemic. So when I first found out that I was a part of this project, I was bored. And I'm like, yes, someone give me a job. And so when we got to the recording place, and what I didn't share with Sis until later, the recording place was downstairs, like in the subway. Everything was closed in. And I'm claustrophobic. So then I told her later. So we were in this little room. So again, you have the mask on, so you have to keep the mask on so you can breathe. But at the same point, when you're with these people, you want to talk. You just can't sit there and like, how you doing? No, this is not the group this is the group you talk. But the whole time, what they didn't know, a couple of times I had to get up and go to the front because I couldn't breathe. I'm like, I'm gonna have a panic attack. I'm gonna flip out. They're gonna say, what's wrong with her? But I kept saying, Donna, I had to talk to myself, I had to pray, Lord, please help me through this. But the just sitting with everybody, and like you said, bro, he kept everything clean, everything was consistent. But it was the urgency when it was anxious. But when I got inside of that booth, and you heard the boom, 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 heard his voice, I kept saying, something's happening. I said, something is happening right now. And this song, I was like, after we had done the song, I said, we have to do a video. They have to, because some people are visual. But I just know the force, the beat of the song, then the voices, and then like you said, every personality just shared their own personality, gave their own little flavor, come together. I said, something's happening. So I said, I knew I was also holding back tears because I wanted to cry so bad. So being claustrophobic, having anxiety attacks, I couldn't breathe, but then being around a bunch of people that you just want to speak, and then the spirit came down, yes, I wanted to cry. So it was a great experience for me.
When you got in the booth, because when Donna just said about the booth, Nikki and Maya, when y'all went in the booth, a little something happened each time y'all went in the booth to did your track. Want to talk about that, Maya, then Nikki?
A little something happened.
Little something happened. You was like, ooh, at the moment. Do you remember?
So at the end, I definitely heard, like, I heard earlier how we heard Jahidi's voice, you heard the ancestors. I heard that as well. And I kind of heard like a native flute melody in my head. So I started kind of singing it, and then we kind of all just went back and forth with each other and vibed off of each other. And that's how we created the ending, with my vocals just looping over each other, making like kind of a flute sound. Beautiful. Yeah.
Beautiful. Nikki, did you want to share your reaction when we were in the studio?
Well, when I got the text, I was just like Donna, like, thank God, because I was just trapped, you know, COVID. And I actually had COVID in December of 2020, and it's no joke. And God, pray for those who have had it and the loved ones who have passed on because of it. But around that time when I got that text, it's been quite a long time since I actually sang. So I was actually nervous about how I could even project. Because other than just like humming around the house, I haven't sang, I didn't have a gig, I didn't do anything until like, I think November, or since November, or February actually, of 2020. So it was a real treat. But being in the studio, going there for the first time in a long time, yes, I was nervous because I didn't know what to expect. But it's something about being around the blessed folks that are sitting up here on this panel right now. Family, some I haven't known that long, but they're family, like we are united, you know, in artistry. And so it was a blessed time. But being in the booth, oh my gosh. It was hard to hold back the emotions because at that time and everything that was going on, you know, Black Lives Matter and George Floyd and all these other things, all of that was just filled me with emotion. And so that Jahidi over here, rise up, it's like this is where we are in life and this is what we need to do and this is how we need to unite. So just being a part of this project is just beyond me amazing, and I'm just truly grateful. So thank you so much, TAHIRA and Darnell for reaching out.
Let me say from my end about, you know, my experience with being in the studio. I think one of the things that I'm thinking about right now as everyone's talking about it is I really wonder how different the vibe would have been were it not under all of the COVID stuff, because I feel like that was almost like pulling back the thing even more so that everyone's just really feeling that extremely, you know what I mean? Because, you know, if anyone knows, like musicians got absolutely crushed by COVID. We all of a sudden said, you cannot work, and we had no idea when we could do anything. So this was literally not only our first time kind of out of the house, just, you know, in any regard, but it was the first time that we were able to like make music. And not only was it just the idea, but it's all of us together. So I'm seeing friends and like people that you wanted to work with. And it just, it was overwhelming in several different ways, because you wanted to just hug people, but you didn't know if you could hug somebody, you wanted to talk and be close. So all of those things are going on, plus this giant, powerful song. I just don't think you never know, but I suspect that everyone wouldn't have felt the same power were it not for those circumstances we were under. You know
Well, that's why it came at the time it did.
Yeah, right.
Right.
And then you weren't in the studio, Nadja. You want to talk about that?
Yeah, I was not there because my son has lung disease. So I was like, I'll catch on the flip side. But when Ishmael came home and played this song for me, I was like, oh my God. Like first of all, I had never been a part of a collaboration like that. So it was already amazing, one. But then two, to hear the words and understand the meaning, and then for someone to want me to be included in that was like, oh my gosh. So when I actually went in like late one night, shortly after, and recorded my part, and Ish had given me a little idea of what you guys wanted. Yeah.
I'm sorry for that horrible reference.
No, you're fine.
It's a horrible reference vocal.
We want to hear the reference, because that's where all the fun is.
No.
I was trying to sing like Nadja and it didn't work.
That's great.
No, it was wonderful because it gave me what I needed to push through. You know, it was familiar people, a familiar surrounding, and it gave me, you know, purpose in that song. So, yeah.
Something I wanted to bring up, and this is as I'm thinking about this, is like I noticed not only are we like a really kind of eclectic group of musicians, but like up here we have Muslims, we have Christians, we have agnostic people, and at the same time, there was definitely the same spirit that went through all of us. Can you talk about that from your end? Yeah, because it started with you, you know?
So it's really interesting that Darnell and I, when we are creating, that's ever present. And he comes from a Christian background. I come from an Islamic background. And it's all God, right? It's all spirit, it's all God. And when we was talking about the collection of people, I needed people who really understood and created their art form from that place. And I know that the people up here do that without a doubt, and it was
We
ever present.
understood the assignment.
We understood the
As a
assignment.
collective.
Yes, 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 yes.
Yeah.
And this is also interesting. This is the first song I ever wrote that I wouldn't be singing. So that was interesting. And it's the first, usually, so I'm a storyteller by profession. That's how I make my money. I pay my mortgage telling stories about black people, beautiful people like you.
Right.
Yes.
That's right.
For the last 25 years, that's how I made my living. And I include song in that because that's the African oral tradition. But I've never just said, I want to cut a song. And I've been trying to do that with Darnell, and it was 3 or 4 other songs that were supposed to come. But this song was like, no, we're coming first. So the spirit drove everything. Ancestors drove everything. The creator, the most gracious, the most merciful, drove everything. And I believe as artists, we're on the divine mission. And if we know nothing else, especially during this time, what you turn to for joy, what you turn to for inspiration, what you turn to for healing, is the arts.
Yes.
And I really believe that, artists are on a divine mission, especially when you're focused on what you're intended to do from the creator. And so when you get a room full of people all on that mission with spirit, it's easy.
Yeah.
Right, Ja?
So we get the song done, and everybody's like, yo, where's the video? Like, we're not letting this rock. Like Donnie, right? She was like, everybody was like, yes, justifiably.
Good job.
It was like,
Good job. Very. You done good.
There was no, so when did we start really thinking about that? Because that's what everyone's here to see.
So honestly, every time I would see Donnie, she was like, I don't know why we don't have a video yet. And Donna would say the same thing, and I would say, well, what else do we have to say? I'm like, drop the mic, we did the song, y'all, we did the song. And then my brother made transition, and Stephen Vernon Stevenson is an ancestor, and Jay came over to comfort me. Jay and Darnell and Jonathan Whitney, some of my closest brother friends. And Jay came over and he was like, yeah, sister, I'm here for you. But anyway, what about the video? I was like, yo, I'm trying not to work.
My great-great-great-great-grandpa was like, yo.
What's about the video? And one of the things, I said, why? You said you hit him with another sense. I was like, why? And that's exactly, yes, you said something smart. That was before the brown liquor. Right. You said something smart.
Oh, Lord, the brown liquor. Oh, God.
You did.
Lord.
And that's when it started, when you came over after my brother made transition. And I was like, well, wow. And talking about, the ancestors, right? And now I have a new ancestor. And I'm like, oh, okay. All right, maybe now is the time. Maybe now is the time to do that. And then everything else sort of fell into place. And we started talking about the video. Again, I was like, once I get an idea, I'm like, well, can we do it tomorrow? And Darnell was like, no.
Like, sis, come on.
Relax. Yeah. Yes. Oh, my God, Donna, say it again. I forgot.
We won the award.
We won an award, y'all. That's right. Yes. And that's when Donna said, that's it. There's a video. So the award was the Delaware Public Media gives out the Hometown Hero Award. And we won for Best Collaboration. So first song out the back, and we won for Best Collaboration.
Yep.
So it was like, yeah, the video has to happen. The video has to happen. And I'm a storyteller, and I was like, well, I don't want a lyric video. I want a story with the video. And wait till you see the story. I can't wait till my family sees it because it's a big surprise for my family. My family, could you just wave? My daughter, my sister, my cousin, my nephew. That's just a little piece of them. But we got a big surprise, and there's a storyline through it. And it was important to me that everybody on here, it lives, works, breathes in Delaware. This is Delaware Artist Exchange. Everybody here is Delaware. And I wanted the video to reflect that as well. And so you're going to see places. All right, who got all Delaware? I know we got some Jersey people. I see my Jersey people came out. We got a lot of Delaware people here. Yes? Make some noise. So we got some history tests going on in this video. I want you to pay attention. There's some historical places in this video. You're like, I don't know no Delaware history. But starting with this amazing place, I don't know if we want to talk about this before the video or after the video. I don't know. What's your thought about
I don't want to, like, we definitely don't want to
Okay.
tell the story and anything like
No,
that.
no, no. But
like,
what about this place? You want to wait till after the video? Yeah.
But like, so can you at least maybe talk a little bit about just your general thought process for putting together the video without telling the story, you know?
All right. I was.
She planned this to the T.
Yo, if y'all could see
Okay.
the notes that I have right now
The
on our
T.
phones about this
there
event.
are bathroom breaks. There are tissues listed in it to make sure. So
Listen, that's how she rolled.
we about to pull that up. Pull up.
Look, I'm Martha Lavinia Burwell's daughter, right? Where's the other daughters in the house, right? Right? She don't play them things. She don't play them games. You do it. You have to have order to it. But what I've learned so much from Jay and Darnell is to allow spontaneity and room for spirit too. So sometimes when I'm like, it should be, then we had this one piece that we added Sunday, just added Sunday, and this beautiful soul and her husband was celebrating their anniversary. And I said, can I come by on Sunday at 7 in the morning? She's like, sure, without checking the calendar. Sure, it's just my anniversary. Yeah, she answered the call. She answered the freedom call. She answered the call. So even at the last minute, we left room for spirit to come in. We left room for spirit to make room for that. And I thank y'all for going on this journey with me, because I know that was not an easy thing to do. So the video, it was very important to have Delaware places, and very important that it be about uplift. This ain't about somebody slinging rocks and recovering none of that. This is about the uplift of black people. We as artists are on a sacred mission. I say it all the time. And it is our duty to use our art to lift up black joy. Black joy is a revolutionary weapon. You want freedom, you want justice, you want equality, celebrate black joy. That's why they be getting mad at y'all when y'all be getting loud. When y'all be having all that black joy, you understand? Black joy is a revolutionary act. So when you watch this, I hope you see black joy. When you watch this, I hope you see that it is a weapon for revolution.
Ja, you've actually been kind of quiet tonight. You know what I'm saying? I peeped you back there hiding behind the glasses and the hat.
He's
You know
like,
what
let my
But
part
hold on.
speak for itself.
Medea.
Listen, talk to us about your experience singing that hook, because there's no way to cut. There's no way to cut it. We've already said it. Like, the song it required you. So tell us about your experience when you heard it and started singing it.
Tell us about your call to action.
Yeah, the call to action.
Well, I believe at first I got a demo, and I was like, so I don't work with a lot of people, and singing something that someone else wrote, that's another little territory for me, and so that I don't go into. So when I heard the demo, I'm like, oh snap, yo, I'm on this. This is, we about to, yeah, let's go. And then, getting in the studio, for real, it was really like magical to be in a studio of people that I know there are many people that love them. You know what I mean? And knowing who I'm sitting with. And like, these are the best of the best. These are people who have produced songs that people love. These are people who people believe in the future. It was a beautiful blend of people to be in that room with. And going in there, you guys are singers, so I don't know a note. I don't know none of that. I'm just so I was a little nervous, like. I was like, please don't ask me to hit no note, no key. Give us a G flat. I'm like, so it was powerful, and definitely felt something going on. And I think I told you guys later on where, like, I really felt like I wanted to be doing something I felt like there was something else I was supposed to be doing, but at some point I was like, thinking about the group and not knowing where I'm at in this thing, you know what I mean? But it was so beautiful to just be with you all. And we didn't take a picture of the whole room, did we?
No, you did.
We did?
There are photos on Facebook. Yep.
All right. So we
Everybody's
got
head
to
is
put that
down.
on the wall then. We got to put that on the wall. Beautiful experience. I definitely tapped in with the ancestors, and I'm very happy to be a part of this. Thank you, guys.
You're welcome. I remember Nikki doing the shooting of it when we was on the bridge. Nikki was testifying. She was just feeding into the soul of me and Donna. Wasn't she,
the wind
Donna?
was blowing.
Yes, the wind was blowing, and when she was singing, singing the top of it, and you'll see, you can't see this in the shot, but as she started singing, there was these falcons that started swirling around her head.
Nikki had my favorite run in the whole.
Yes!
I know exactly where it is. That was the one right there.
We all did. I still ain't got it though. I ain't got it. Yeah.
That's you.
So you want to talk about the bridge a little bit? Not about how you was testifying on the bridge when you're talking about you have to wise up to rise up. Remember that?
I don't know. The Lord just lays things on your spirit, and we were definitely in the spirit at that time. I think Donna and I were actually in tears a little bit, or at least eyes were watering. You have no idea how powerful this song is and what it means, not just to us here in Delaware, but what it will mean internationally. It's a movement. It's a call to action. That's what I believe. It's a call to action. It's a call for us to remember where we've came from. And, we have to know where we've been to know where we're going. And I think this is that rise up, wise up, wake up song for not just black people, not Hispanics, not just white people, but for the entire nation. And I can really see this song resonating for years to come. And I hope that this movement, this song starts that movement where we can continue to unite and keep going. So TAHIRA, I hope you're working on the next one.
Nikki, to your point.
Album.
Right. But to your point about it being bigger than race, one of the best experiences that I had in making the video of it, and I'm not going to go specifically, but we were recording my part, and it was in a space where music typically happens. And the person who let us into the room to film our part, at the end of me singing, she was like bawling, like an older white lady, right? So I said to her, what moved you? She said, there hasn't been music in this space for a year, and it's the first time I've heard sound in it, and it broke her, you know what I'm saying? And it was a whole experience. So to your point,
Yeah, this is definitely a movement. So
So we ready to show the video?
absolutely. If
Do
you're
we
ready,
have
let's rock
any-
and roll.
Ready to see the video?
Okay. Move our chairs over. Is it going to be?
Do you?
Oh, so
How about we introduce everybody?
do some introductions.
Let's go down the line and everybody introduce themselves so you can hear everybody's unique
Yeah.
voice.
Hi, everybody. I'm Maya Bellardo.
She's the voice of the angels at the end. Yeah.
I am Darnell Miller.
Executive producer.
say it all.
Wilmington's Quincy Jones.
From Bertie County, North Carolina.
And Delaware. I'm Nikki Bleu.
Jahiti.
Donna Tucker Jones.
I'm TAHIRA.
I'm NadjNjea Nicole.
And I'm Jay Street.
Delaware Artists for Change. There we go. Delaware Artists for Change.
Do
So-
we have any comments from the live stream?
Yeah, do we have any comments from the live stream, questions, or from the audience here?
audience?
We do have another mic. Don Shaw, you can raise your hand. We have a mic over there. If you have a question or comment before we start the video, we gladly. Oh, okay. Okay, because they could walk up to the court. They could, all right. That was the plan.
Given, my question is, Brother Raheem, Wilmington, Delaware, my question is, given the difficulty of getting groups together or people to collaborate, I'm old school and I know it was collaboration back then. There was groups, bands. So my question is, who really initiated this? between all of y'all to really, I know you're the producer there, brother, but who inspired it to get y'all together? It's difficult to get together.
So the vision that I had was that this was a collective, and one of the things that Darnell said to me when I said that, he was like, "TAHIRA, the name of the song is Freedom Call. You put out a call, and folks gonna answer." So I'm humbled to say that when I put out the call, this amazing, talented group of artists answered the call, Brother Raheem. So thank you for asking that. Thank you so much.
And let me say this, number one, TAHIRA specifically, for me, you know, she's really like a big sis to me. So she called, it's a demand. Like, it wasn't, I didn't have an option, you know what I'm saying? She's like, yo, I need you. It's like, I got you 100%. Yeah. And past that, like, I totally get your point that collaborations can be difficult. Right. But on the flip side of things, like, we're all cool, you know what I mean? There was no ego involved with any of this, and everyone understood that this was something bigger than them. So you have a huge range, like you're noticing, of talent up here. But it was a no-brainer. It didn't take work. It was as natural as the song came to her, you know?
Yeah, and that's when you know it's God-led. You know, it's just it's with ease and grace. You know, and I say it all the time. Like, you don't have to struggle. The struggle is completely optional. It's optional. Yeah. Anybody else? Question, comment? Yeah.
Hi, everyone.
Hey.
I was thinking back to that time being a mom of one of the artists, and there's, at that time in the world, it felt like the world was in chaos, and I would only let my child out for, you know, only because the group that was you know, calling for her to come out of the home at that time. And I just, you know, I had to let her go on her own because I think only the artist could come. And I was like, oh, man. But, you know, I had lots of questions when she came home. Of course, I'm like, was everybody wearing a mask? And what did y'all do? And who was with you? And did y'all talk, you know? But I thank you. The song is beautiful. It's absolutely beautiful. And I'm just so elated to be here and to see the video. I'm anticipating she did that on her own too, so I have no idea what this is gonna look like. But I'm really excited about it, so thank you. You guys are beautiful.
That's Maya's mama, y'all. I know, that's Maya's mama, Kima Bilardo. She has a beautiful voice herself. Yes. A beautiful song.
I love myself. There's only one me.
Right?
All right.
But he knew the words. He knew the words, though.
He knew the words.
He knew the words. We got another one.
We have a question.
Hey, Shook Daniels in the house.
All right, so I know some of y'all don't know me. I'm another artist who lives in Delaware, from Delaware, and I just have to say, I think during the pandemic was probably one of the you know, I make like funk soul blues, so sometimes I'm in very Caucasian crowds, which I don't mind. I love everybody. But during the pandemic, when I was sitting and I was thinking to myself, especially watching the rest of America realize how horribly we're treated on a regular basis, I don't know why I felt that need to integrate myself all the time. I need to be able to play to every crowd. I need to be able to do this. I need to be able to go here. I need to make myself friendly in a way that really wasn't true to me. And not to say that I'm trying to be rude or nasty or mean, but I would, what's it called? Code switch.
Yeah. Wear the mask.
Code switch. Yeah, wear the mask. But to see you up here and to, I already know this thing is about to be big crazy. Because I know everybody up here.
Right.
And I'm so proud of y'all for what y'all are doing right now. So I'm gonna do my part, because we talk a lot, especially as artists in Delaware. Why we don't have a scene? How come when we get together we don't really come together? And I'm tired of it. I want to come. I can't wait to see, and I can't wait to see what we're about to do, because I feel like a lot of us are on this mindset right now.
Yes.
We've been trying too long to be a part of something that doesn't want us to be a part of them. Well, we're the game changers to begin with, so I'm excited. I'm proud of everybody up there.
Yeah.
I can't wait to continue to support y'all, and I can't wait to put some stuff together, because you know your girl always ready to
Hey,
sing.
we ready.
Your girl
You
ready
know
to
what I
sing.
mean?
Thank
We
you.
ready.
That's it. That's it.
Always ready. I don't know any better introduction to the video. Shall we do it now, right?
Introducing.
We introducing the Freedom Call video. What we're going to do is we're going to focus the live stream over here a bit so everybody can stay where you are, and the rest of us are going to move our chairs that way. Okay, we're going to pick it up, move it that way, and get out of the way. All right, you okay? No, you're good, Jay. You actually a host now. Yeah. Well, we got some brothers. We got the Monday Club brothers. They got us.
You don't want to stay there?
So
They just need to be out of the way of the screen.
Oh, you want the lights down? Oh, well, okay. Yeah. Can we dim the lights? Can we dim the lights? I put my Barry White voice on. No. You're not hiding, Darnell. You need to see this because you haven't seen it. So none of the artists on here have seen the whole thing. Nobody's seen the whole thing. So this is for everybody. Everybody just did their little piece, not little piece, their monumental piece, and now we see it all together. I'm trying to get out of the way because I've seen it. Okay. I want to go near my baby girl, so. Because she hasn't seen it either. And every time she would come in the room, I would tell her, thank you. I would tell her, you haven't told her? I would tell her not to look, so she gets to give you a surprise too. So here we go. I know. Who here has heard the song, though? Who heard the song? Who heard the song? Okay, so some folks have not heard the song. All right. Who has heard this? Who has not heard the song at all? Okay. Well, you the one to count the most, right? So okay. All right. Here we go. This is on YouTube right now. Yep, and it's going to be saved. And you say your peoples? What? Yep, it is. It is. And all y'all on there too, by the way. Did y'all sign that release before y'all came in here? I ain't paying nobody. I ain't paying no royalties. Not at all. And Brother Rob Oliver, you around because when this video is finished, there we are. We're going to talk about what we see in this video and this magical place that we're in right now as well.
TAHIRA, while we're waiting.
Yes, ma'am. Sister Kamisha. I know. So, if I could get my... So what is this? The Clifford Brown Jazz Festival is happening right now, right? Anybody been in Clifford Brown? Yes? Not yet? Not you ain't been yet? You going out? So as soon as I get him to sit down for a day, maybe by Sunday, because we got 2 in the can. We got them ready. Yeah, we do. We really do. So yeah. Yes. Or harass Darnell. I like that plan better. Like as you're leaving and go by him, harass Darnell to get this going. That's all right. Yeah, we can do that, right? We know. I didn't get to go to the Clifford Brown Jazz Festival yesterday. I heard that Jamia Horn, how you say her name? Jasmia. Yes, was she amazing? Oh my gosh, she's amazing. And Kirk Wall, really? I haven't seen it. It is the jazz concert in the country that is free. Right here in Delaware. Everywhere else, Newport, everywhere else, it costs money, a lot of money. And it's free right here.
When you can't bear a moment more of pain, and it feels like nothing's gonna change.
Just remember that it's darkest before the dawn. So keep the faith and continue to move on.
Rise up, my people, rise up, my people, rise up, my people, rise up.
Time again, we struggle to get free. Each time we get knocked down on our knees.
But the strength within cannot be denied.
So we get back up,
And now it's time to fly. Rise up, yeah. Rise up, my people, rise up. Rise up, my people, rise up. Rise up, my people, rise up. Rise up.
Hey! Watch us now.
They knew we'd get over somehow.
So we do it all.
Do it all. In the name.
Victory is ours to claim.
So rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up. Rise up, my people. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up, my people. Rise up.
Rise up.
Rise up, my people. Rise up. Rise up, my people. Rise up. Rise up. Rise up.
Y'all gotta read the credits now. Y'all gotta read the credits. So that young man, Sharif Owen, is my baby sister, baby boy, and she didn't know he was in the video. So there you go. Woo! Christina Cultural Arts Center, the Grand Opera House, the Monday Club, and Theater Inn. Yes. Woo! No, I didn't see it.
TAHIRA, you gonna come back up and talk
Yes,
about the video?
yes, we want to talk about the video. Come on back. So we're going to bring our chairs back. We get the Monday Club. Bring our chairs back.
I know.
You like it? Brother Rob, Oliver, if you can make your way to the front as well. We will need that other chair now. Donna, oh, I can stand up. And we need one more chair. You like it? You like it?
I literally was at the door. I saw you. I was like.
This is where I need to come. So we need an extra one for Brother Rob. Can we get a chair? We need one more chair. Sit on up here with us. We want to talk about the Monday Club. You can stand right here. All right, stand there next to Jay then. Jay has the mic for you. Stand right next to Jay. So?
You almost got me with my voice. You almost got me.
And they don't know how hard that shot was.
Listen. That shot was? I was like, I got to go to your house. That shot was so... But your nephew. Oh my God. I adore him.
When did we start talking about the song we were supposed to do together?
Me and you?
No, the three of us, remember?
Yes.
Are we doing this together?
We talked about this probably 3 years ago. No, I didn't know who you were.
Oh, no, I remember it was at CCAC. We was at CCAC for, what was that event you did with 302 Guns Down? Yeah. The boy that's in the wheelchair. Remember we was doing that? Is that where we started talking about it? It was 2 years ago now, right? It couldn't have been 2020, right? It was 2019. That was 2 years ago now. That was not more than 2 years ago. Oh, wow.
But the reason why I said it is because we gotta
Yes. Yes. We got to keep it going. All right, he says he wants to stand up. So we're going to get him.
Is he going to speak? Everybody quiet down. We have some important words coming from you right now, please.
All right, so we wanted to ask him about the Monday Club and why we are here. Now, how many people know the history of the Monday Club? Cricket. Okay, at least the members had their hands up. Okay, all right. But we wanted, in that video, when it starts with my nephew and we're showing all that he's accomplished, those are his real accomplishments. He was a boxer. He won many awards. He won a full scholarship to Cheney University. Shout out to the first HBCU in the country. Yay. And despite it all, what the story is saying, despite it all, he's like still meeting obstacles, right? Despite it all, there are these things in his way. And he begins to be introspective and think like, wait a minute, there are people who've been through it. There are people who have gone on that have overcome some things, but there are men right here, there are people right here in my community around me that have gone on. So he's on an exploration of his history, and so you see the banner, you see the canopy of the Monday Club, and he comes down and they start spitting, and this is Rob Oliver that was actually telling Sharif about the history of the Monday Club. So please welcome Rob Oliver to the Monday Club and drop some
Thank you very much. I'd like to just give TAHIRA and all these artists up here a round of applause, please. I mean, fantastic video, thank you. Thank you for doing it here. You know what I mean? Yes, I'm Rob Oliver, I'm a member of this club, but really, folks don't know this club, and you look at the banner back there, it started in 1876. We believe this is the oldest, we know it's the oldest black social club in the state of Delaware, maybe in the country. We got incorporated in the state of Delaware in 1893. You know what I mean? And those guys back then worked for the dominant families, which was DuPont and Hercules. They were the waiters, chauffeurs, porters for those folks. Of course, we're a long way from that right now. We got 125 members in every field of human endeavor. And the big part of us is we want to uplift us and the community. You know what I mean? And we do that through our scholarship. We didn't do the ball the last couple of years because of COVID, but we'll be doing it in 2022 at the Chase Center. I call it a dark prom. Come on down if you want to do something with that. But also with that there, if you have any high school senior that's graduating next year, they should apply for our scholarships, which sometimes those counselors don't tell them students that we do that. And we give out $1,500. As long as they go to college, I don't care where they go. Of course, one got to go to Delaware State because that's where I went.
Hey!
But I'm saying we make it available to them, and we want those students to apply for that. We do Little League Baseball, 350 kids, 5 through 17 over there by Banner Stadium. Just want to keep them interested. We have an AAU girls basketball that we have one of the brothers who coaches, and he takes them up and down the East Coast, exposing them to different colleges and other players. We want that to happen. We do a turkey drive, you know, at Thanksgiving, giving out turkeys. We do a Christmas drive. We have some ladies that go buy the toys. We'll work with the local agencies to find out those families. We are not giving them the money. We will go buy them toys and gifts for that family and deliver it to them. So, again, I'm in education, so we're in every field of human endeavor, folks. Listen, we also need anybody want to join? No, I'm not calling on anybody. We just want to say congratulations. Thank y'all for coming. I greatly appreciate that you dealt with this. You see the
Who the black people on the wall, Bob? Who the black people on the wall?
These are our members, and this is not all of them, but these are the members of the Money Club.
Bro, can you share what our original location was?
The original location was 917 on French Street. This historical marker sitting right here is up there right now, saying that this was the Money Club location. But back when MBNA was buying everybody out, they made us an offer we couldn't refuse. So we came over here in 2000, and we've been here ever since. But folks, hey, we can do more. We can do more. Folks, let's keep the fight going on.
All right, thank you. And I learned about the Money Club. So in the tradition of African rites of passage, and the tradition of like how I was raised up by my father is that you say how you came to your knowledge, right? So I came to the knowledge of the Monday Club through El Shabazz. El Shabazz, you raise your hand there back there. I came to know, to give him a round of applause, because if it wasn't for him, I would have never known about the Monday Club and about the history of this. And we knew we wanted that in the video, and we wanted that central to the video. And at the end, when you see Sharif, then like now he's spitting, now he's teaching a younger one. That is Ishmael. This is Ishmael and NadjNjea's son that's in there, and Yada is in the background, right? They're twins, and Sharif is going to school to be an educator. So we just thought the whole story. Yes, give it up for Sharif. He's in Texas right now. He's an A5. He's in Texas with his brother, but he couldn't make it. But he says he's watching, and he's never done anything on camera. He's never been in a video, but my nephew has so much confidence in himself. I said, would you like to do it? He said, sure. And that was him. He said, okay, and whatever we did. And all along, though, all of you poured into him, and I appreciate everybody who did. Ish did, the brothers of the Monday Club did, and it was really proud. And Samuel R. Wilson III, videographer, please give it up for him. He did this. We were still filming on Sunday.
I'm gonna wait to get to him, but he's a whole story.
He's a story.
I'm gonna wait though.
Oh, you gonna wait? We're not gonna call him out because he. Okay.
No. Well, go ahead.
Wait, I just want to say, Sharif, your nephew, if you're watching.
That's his mama right there, right?
Hey, Mom. So when she said that they wanted to film, I just wanted to kind of scope him out to see his personality, because my son is very picky about the people he likes. He's only 2, but he gets scared easily. And talking to him, I can tell that he is loved in his family. I can tell that they believe in him. I can tell that his confidence is confidence and not arrogance, that he has a vision for his life. And that was beautiful to be able to be a part of his space, you know, because sometimes you're trying to figure out where you want to go in life, and you end up meeting people who kind of figured it out. I want to rub elbows with that person. So I'm glad that she chose him for this video because it was a testament to the meaning of the song.
Well, thank you all, thank you all, thank you all. If you have any questions, we have everything online. Donshell, all right. Anybody else? Do you have any questions about the video? That's a great question. So go to youtube.com/TAHIRA Productions. So if you we'll put the logo up before we get out of here. You'll see it up there. It's TAHIRA, TAHIRA, TAHIRA Productions. So this whole thing will be there, and then tomorrow, just the video alone will be there. But today, you got to watch the whole thing. You got to watch us talk about it. You got to watch us talk about it and do the whole thing. And coming up for TAHIRA Productions this month, I'll be at the Bleu Barn. Yeah. I'm doing my storytelling thing and teaching about family storytelling, teaching about how to begin to collect stories in your families. That's on August 25th. Will happen to be my Pop-Pop's birthday, who's an ancestor, August 25th, and that'll be on my website as well. You can do all the follow stuff, right? Yes. On Facebook and YouTube is TAHIRA Productions. On Instagram and Twitter is TAHIRA Storytell. And for all the gray here in the house, I'm right here. Come up and talk to me. How about that? How about that? How about that? All right. Thank you all so much. Thank you. Bye.
We could go on, and I have a lot more questions, but we're not going to do that tonight. I think from here on out, we're just going to kind of enjoy each other's company, have some drinks, buy some food, and enjoy this beautiful facility. And that's it.
Thank
Everybody,
you for
one more round of
supporting.
applause.
DJ Bishop going to play some music, too. Yeah.